I am live. Good evening, Lions world. Welcome to the quiet journey where the story of the century is being covered up because we live in a regime now, people. Well, hello, Lori. Thank you for the big heart. I'm going to try to go live on Facebook on my phone at the same time. You know what they say? Kill two birds with one freaking rock. How are you doing today, Lori? I've been out digging fence post holes, putting fence posts in, putting concrete in. I just cut some tops off of them. And look at me on a wreck. I think my shoes are full of sawdust. I'm real, people. I'm not afraid to dig a freaking hole. And I'm not afraid to dig a hole 6 feet deep because I've dug plenty of them. Yeah, they were probably more like 2 feet deep. Hi, Susan. Anyway, please, let's blow Facebook the fuck up. Straight up. Let's do it. I've been getting 500 to 1,000 followers each and every day on Facebook because of the wonderful Lions making videos, sharing the story. With that said, Facebook is allowing Reels to get lots of views. So please make a video. Do me a favor, do me a solid, make a video, make a reel of the quiet journey of my ugly mug, sharing the story to get it out. I want justice in the worst way, people. I've been doing this for fucking years. They suppress me, and it pisses me off. It really does. People say, oh, I got a temper. Hey, you never seen my temper. No, you have not. Anyway, let's see if we can go on Facebook. I just got 18,000 followers on Facebook. Now, are they all for real? I don't know. I know Facebook plays a lot of games, a lot of numbers games. I know YouTube plays a lot of numbers games. They unsubscribe you Lions, you people, from seeing my videos, from getting notified. The numbers should be in the millions, and they're not. They should be. They really should be, but they're not. Let's see here. I tried to go live on Facebook on here the other day, and it wouldn't let me. Let's see. Tap to add a description. When you get old, you get slow, people. I apologize, but I'm trying to get my story out any which way I can, any way possible. I'm trying to live an ordinary life, and that's going to be impossible. It really is. But it is what it is. Hey, Melinda. Well, Melinda, it's messed up. There's a lot of people in the same shoes. It's a huge crime ring, and oh shit, I gotta get that. Hey, Robin, you know that flyer that we got that says my dad's saying about the kids? Find that for me so I can hold it up, please, and thank you. Thank you very much. I love getting cards in the mail. I really, really do. I'm not going to tag anybody. I'm just going to go on. It's actually letting me go live. So I'm going to set this right here in front of you guys. And you can see all my other bull crap. Look at my hat. Jeez, that was a gift too. Robin got a gift in the mail today. A protection necklace. I imagine this came from Smarty. Smarty's Corner. It's so beautiful. It's got the frequency on there, anywho. I'm not sure if it did or not, but it's a beautiful gift. So thank you so much. This was in the envelope. I didn't get it. I got a gift. This is my gift right here. Children are the world's most valuable resource and best hope for the future. John F. Kennedy, my father knew. He probably knew what they were doing with their kidnapping, their child trafficking, their brainwashing. That's our secret service, people. What the fuck do I know? What the fuck do I know? I don't know shit. I'm just John fucking Kennedy Jr. All these fucking hate comments. Oh, this must be a scam. All this other bullshit. I'm risking my life. Another comment. Oh, they would have whacked you already. Fucking, yeah. People don't know what we've done, what we've seen. Two birds, people. Didn't last month I was say we were turning into a police state? I don't watch fucking news. I hate watching the news. I hate scrolling on Facebook and on YouTube and all these videos of the riots and all this other bullshit popping up in my face. I don't want to fucking see it. I was just on Facebook and there was a couple, a man and a woman, and they were recording, our First Amendment of all these cops going to work in Las Vegas, straight up. They were sitting there. Well, they're all walking by. All these cops are walking by while these guys are filming on TikTok. And the male said, "Look at all you bitches," or something like that. Two of the cops immediately turned around, went over, threw them on the ground, and handcuffed them. Those cops should not have their jobs right now if they can't handle a few words. They really should. Las Vegas PD, you should get those two cops and reprimand them for putting their hands on those people recording videos, for absolutely acting on their freedom of speech. Yes, we are becoming a police state, people. We really are. We really, really are. And I've mentioned that. They want to see your ID. They want to put you in their system. You got people, and this is how you all are, not you all. This is how a lot of people are fucking brainwashed. Okay, our government's corrupt, right? You all know our fucking government's corrupt. Everybody I talk to on the street knows our government's fucking corrupt. You know it. If you don't know it, I don't know what to say. If you don't know it, I don't know what to say. Anyway, our government's corrupt. Everybody I talk to on the street, hey, I'm John Kennedy Jr. I'm sharing about what our government did to me, how they murdered my loved ones, thequietjourney.tv, and how I can't get my story out because we live in a regime. Okay, so you got government, you got the Democrats, you got the Republicans. Your vote does not matter. Your vote has never fucking mattered. Organized crime puts the two together. Hello? Your vote doesn't matter. Your vote has never mattered. I lost my father. I lost my uncle. I lost my mother. I lost my aunts, my cousins to this mafia war. That's the JFK files. Okay? That's my life. On the down low, trying to stay alive, attempt after attempt. So we all know the government's corrupt. Well, here's what I was trying to get at. The government's corrupt. There's two wings to the same bird. So who the fuck is to blame for all the people flooding into, the illegals flooding into this country? Government. Same bird. But Donald Trump will blame the Democrats. Democrats will blame the Republicans. They're all criminals, people, at the top. Every single freaking one of them. Somebody just asked me, well, what do I think about Donald Trump? Donald Trump is not Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a fucking government piece of shit. And so is Biden. So is Obama. So is Clinton. So is all of them. Hello? They're criminals. Each and every one working for the syndicate, the mafia, organized crime within our CIA, Secret Service, FBI. It's all the same crime ring, people. Yeah, that's what I think about Donald Trump. But people are blind to see it, and they'll wave their flag for him, thinking he's going to fix shit. But who's to blame? Who's to blame for all these riots? You know, you got the police pissing everybody off each and every day. They're arrogant. There's a few good ones, but most of them are bad. I had a run-in with the guy the other day. Something happened. He said, I'm asking you and your wife to leave. I said, really? You're asking us to leave? Okay. Then he lied about it. This is a cop. This is a fucking cop. He said, oh, no, I didn't ask you to leave. He asked me for my ID. I said, I'm not going to give you my fucking ID. I didn't do a fucking thing wrong. Why you want to ID me? Yeah, it should say, not that it matters, because it should say John Kennedy Jr. on my ID, but it's fake. It says David Quigley. Anyway, who's to blame? Who's to blame for all this? If it's the same bird, if it's the same organization. Now, this is where you all are fucked up. This is a good example of I don't watch the fucking news because I know it's all a fucking movie. You all know. Well, maybe you don't, maybe you do, but I hear all kinds of comments. It's a fucking movie. It's just going to play out. Get the popcorn, get the peanuts, kick back. It's a movie, okay? So why are you taking fucking sides? If it's a movie and the government's responsible for all of it, hear me? The government is doing it all. They allowed the illegals to come in. Then they put a person in place. Are you feeling me? They allowed the illegals to come into our country. Then they put Trump in place to say, now we're going to get them out. Okay, why was that done? Why is that being done? Because they are turning us into a police state. Amen. Done. A police state. Go look up, Google it, search it. Hitler's SS. Hitler's Gestapo. Hello, you all remember Hitler, right? Y'all remember Hitler and how all his followers were brainwashed. Yeah. To put people on boxcars and send them to death camps. Hello, some people don't believe that. I do. Because it was a regime. And what's going on in America? America's a regime. If not, I should have millions and millions of viewers right now. I am the son of an assassinated president, sharing what I've learned, sharing what they did to me. Hello? But why are you taking sides? Why are you taking sides for the immigrants, feeling sorry for them? Why are you supporting Donald Trump? Why are you supporting ICE? What is going on? Well, I just shared what the fuck's going on. They're turning us into a police state. It's a fucking movie. Oh, let's send the military to LA. Let's send ICE in. Let's go into all these places and round these people up. We already knew where the fuck they were because we allowed them to come here. Let's go into the schools and get all the little children. Yeah. Send them back. Isn't it fucking crazy? Yeah, it is. But it was allowed by our government, by the cabal to happen. They're taking our First Amendment away from us. They want to take our Second Amendment away from us. We already live in a regime where we can't get a real story out because the news is bought and paid for. The same as Russia, the same as fucking China, the same as Iran. These regimes, these communist fucking countries, you don't know it until you try How many of you can get a fucking story out? If you were the real Princess Diana, how could you get your fucking story out? What they did to you? You couldn't. You couldn't. And if you did, it would take you fucking years, because I've been doing it for years trying to get my story out. Hey, look what the government did to me. Look at how I had to live. They threw me in a fucking dog cage. They fed me pills. I had handlers where they would come use MK Ultra on me. They shoved a fucking bottle up my ass as a little kid. When I was 5 years old, the Catholic priest was doing this to John Kennedy Jr. And then when I told the family, oh, my ass hurts, I just said, oh, that's part of the program. That's just part of it. And that is the people that run this fucking country right now. They are run by the cabal. Donald Trump is told what to do by the cabal. Everything he does is for the fucking cabal, just like Biden. When are we going to take this country back, people? When are we going to make a stand and take this country back and say, hey, we've had it? I was driving down the road the other day. I really was. And when I'm driving down the road, I always think of shit like, I was a truck driver. So I would go from city to city, from town to town. I'd go from the East Coast to the West Coast, from the West Coast to the East Coast in 3 or 4 days with a team, just driving constantly. You stop, you fuel up, you keep going, you sleep in the back of the truck, millions of miles. I saw all these cars on the road each and every day. It's huge. Where the fuck is all this fuel coming from? And if you put your mouth, and this is just kind of what I'm sharing, what I think about, if you put your mouth on an exhaust pipe, people, you won't live. You will fucking die. If you get a hose and put it on the end of an exhaust pipe and put it through the window, you will die from carbon monoxide poisoning. But you see these millions and millions of cars putting this shit in our atmosphere each and every day. Maybe the Egyptians, and I'm just saying what I think that comes into my mind. Maybe the Egyptians and the people, thousands of years ago that had technology, already had the technology, but they were smart enough to know, hey, if we get a motor vehicle and burn all this fuel, we're going to kill this world off. You think they could have thought of that? So let's just stay with the horses. Maybe. That's the kind of shit John Kennedy Jr. thinks of. And then I was thinking, wow, look at all the nice cars on the road. I never had a nice car. Robin helped me get this truck out here. It's a 2001, but it's the nicest vehicle I have ever owned. It's a 2001 Ford F-250. I love it. I don't need another vehicle. I don't. The rest of my life, I do not need another vehicle unless it's like an RV to go do a book tour and go to the East Coast and share my story and wake people up to what's really going on. But I'm happy with it. But you see all these vehicles. They're all nice. A lot of them. I mean, I'm in Bullhead City, so you see the crappy ones with the Bondo and the broken windows and the duct tape over the lights and all this other crap. But the other day, I was going up 95. I think I was going to Walmart or something. Not that I support Walmart, but where else can you go get shit? Not, I don't want to drive 200 miles somewhere just because it ain't Walmart. And with that said, I've dug a lot of graves under Walmart, people, personally. Yeah, I have. Under MK Ultra. Yeah, when you go to Walmart, you hear the voices, people. You hear the voices saying, come spend your money at Walmart. They sacrificed me and buried me under this store. Yeah, that's the way the cabal works. It really is. But anyway, I've seen all these nice vehicles, and I'm going, well, our country really can't be hurting that bad, because I just seen all these trucks go by, and they're all nicer than mine. Really brand new trucks, nice wheels, nice trucks. And then I passed the car lot, and the same trucks, $80,000. Wow. And I'm thinking, well, our country can't be hurting that bad. But then the car goes by with the duct tape. Yeah, holding the freaking bumper on and shit like that. That's just what goes through my mind when I'm driving down the road. I thought I would share it. Well, thank you so much. I haven't even paid attention. I got 106 people on Facebook right now watching my live. Thank you all so very much for joining. Please see The Quiet Journey. With that said, you guys on Facebook, if you make a reel and share my story, you'll get a lot more views. I just hit 18,000 followers on Facebook. Like I've always said, I can't do this myself. I thank you, Lions, all you wonderful people that have been sharing Mojo and Jalapeno. Yes, you guys are awesome. You rock. Lanny, yeah, you guys rock. You really do. Hello, Herb. Yeah, it's nice to see you on here. Yeah, when I was a kid, I was told or asked, I don't know who by it was, by our CIA or whatever. And I drew the plans for a car where you could probably drive it for a year on a gallon of gas. I did. I made the plans. That car was basically, I had a 10-speed bicycle at the time. And on that bicycle, I had a light. And my headlight would work off the tire. So I'm riding down the road, you flip a little thing, it hits the tire, and the light comes on. So I based my plans on that car by that little light that would give me light to see just off me pedaling down the frickin' road. So I said, well, if me on that wheel that's spinning will make that headlight go, I'll just add more. I'll add generators. I'll add a big wheel. The bigger the wheel, the more I can get it out. So I did. I basically made a car that had a little pony motor, just like a weed eater. That weed eater would be in your car, but it was you would have two sets of battery chargers. It was an electric vehicle, so you have this set of batteries. You're driving down the road. When that goes weak, you switch it over to this other set of batteries. And while you're going down the road on that set of batteries, that little light that goes on your bicycle would charge the other set of batteries. So it was constantly, you're running off of one set of batteries and you're charging another set, and it's constantly going down the road. But you need a little pony motor to get going. So that was and guess what? Government stole my plans. But yeah, I made a car that you little weed eater, you could fucking run forever on a little weed eater full of gas, because all you needed the weed eater for was to get it going. And it was based on little generators, and it wasn't that fucking hard to figure out. And then when I was in auto shop in my teens, I loved auto shop. I took auto, small engines, auto 1, auto 2, and all this other crap, because I was hanging out with Vietnam vets, and we were making fucking explosives to go blow up fucking Mick Jagger. Yeah, but I loved auto shop. I really, really did. Come on, people on Facebook. Share. I'm on YouTube too. Please follow, please share. I've been getting about 500 to 1,000 followers on Facebook each and every day. I would love my story to get out. I really, really would. And I'm doing what I can to get it out. Trying to survive, me and Robin, and get it out and stay safe and all this other stuff. And I forgot where I was talking about. I did. I was talking about going down the road and seeing all these nice cars. But the main thing I wanted to talk about was being blind. We're taking sides. We're waving our flag. People are waving their flag for Donald Trump. They want to know if I'm a Trump supporter. Donald Trump was my cousin. In my book, it says I saw Donald Trump's dead body. It's all the cabal. It really is. It's all a big spin on we the people. I'm for we the people. I'm for government, but I'm not for the criminals in our government. And they plan things. They plan things like my father's execution for the whole world to see. They planned it. It's all planned. Everything's a movie, people. Everything's a movie. So why are we taking sides to the movie? Just get your popcorn, sit back. Don't say, yeah, go Donald Trump. You're doing a good thing getting rid of all these people. These people are just fed up with the system. You don't really know what's going on. It's all controlled media. It's all controlled media. They're going to put what they want you to see. I hope I can get an amen from all that. Well, thank you so much, Julie. Thank you, George. I appreciate all you. I really do. Was Mick Jagger involved in trafficking? I really don't know. I talked with Mick Jagger a couple of times. One was to tell him he needs to pay up to the Hells Angels and get shit right with them because I told Mick, I said, hey, I was sitting on a box of explosives and we were coming to pay you a visit, buddy. You need to pay up. And he did. Other than that, I don't know what he was involved in. I know they're all controlled by the cabal, or they would not be there to make music for you and me. It's all controlled. It's all a movie. And we need to wake up to that. We really, really do. Thank you for the amen, Missy. Libby, I appreciate that. I really, really, really do. Mary Maxwell told me today that this is going to be on Amazon. Mary Maxwell came to me the other day. She called me up and said, we haven't sold a book all month. I can't even sell this. Maybe it's because my ugly mug is on the front. The Historian's Tale, The Amazing Return of President Kennedy's Son. That's me, John F. Kennedy Jr. No bullshit. I am who I am. Demand our government to release my DNA. Quit fucking bothering me about it. I spent thousands of fucking dollars, a lot of time. Somebody asked me for my DNA yesterday. I'm going to be happy to send them. I think I got my DNA in an envelope. I was sending out my hair samples, but hair costs about $2,000 to have it tested. Some crazy number like that. $1,200, I believe.
Can you flip your camera? Because that's all backwards.
I don't know how to do that shit. What are you on?
Facebook.
Facebook?
Yeah.
That's my phone. I don't know how to flip my camera on my phone. If you all on Facebook want to see it flipped the right way, you can go to my YouTube channel, John Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr., and then it won't be flipped around, but I apologize. I'm an old man. I'm old school. I don't know how to be flipping shit around. I really don't. How did I get away? Well, Kelly, there's good and there's bad. I went around with the good agents and we were taking out the bad agents. I was protected by the Hells Angels while people in government were trying to kill me. They did things like throw hand grenades. I had a bullet from a sniper graze my cheek. I was poisoned. Don't ever get poisoned, people. It's fucked up. Your bones hurt from the inside out. You wish you could commit suicide and every other thing. There was many attempts on my life, but I was taught, I was trained. I was in the Black Ops Special Forces when I was a kid, just a little fucking kid. They were teaching me how to stay alive. They were helping me stay alive. My loved ones were being killed, so I was being protected by these people so I would not be killed. And if you don't think these people that came after me paid the price for coming after me, you got another thing coming. I've had people's brains blown out on the side of my head from people trying to kill me. Sitting right next to me, pulling a gun out. Boom. Crazy shit. It's not like they wanted me to survive, people. Yeah. You ever have somebody's brain splattered on the side of your face just for being John Kennedy Jr.? But you got to wait for it. I was the worm on the hook. Yeah, think about it. I was the worm on the hook. Just because you assume something doesn't mean you can go after it. I think this guy wants to kill me, so I'm just going to go kill him. No, that's not the way the world works. You have to wait for him to come to you and threaten you, and then you blow his brains out. That's how it works. That's how it works in the real world, people. Yeah. And our government is very, very organized. They are at the very top of what they do. And like I said, there was good guys protecting me. There was bad guys. They're not all bad guys. Some have a conscience. Some don't. When my mother was killed, they were sitting there just as government agents talking about how much money they just made by fucking killing my mom. Some people don't give a shit. I've seen war. Some people in war don't give a shit. They don't. They have no idea. Taking someone's life does not mean anything to them. It's just like another day. And some of these cults are like family, and family is everything. I was taught family is everything. And with that said, I was told Donald Trump was my family member, was my loved one. I would have died for Donald Trump. I would have took a bullet for Donald Trump because he was family, but he's not. He's not. So what else can I say? The man stole from me. The identity theft. They stole billions from me. I'm sharing how organized crime makes their fucking money protected by our government because they're all in on it. Stolen identity, unveiling the real John Kennedy Jr. What did they get? What did they get by taking me out of the picture and replacing me with a member of the cabal, George Onassis? John, meaning body double, by the man the whole world knew that stole my identity at around 10 years old, people. What did they get? What did they get by killing my mother and replacing my mother by replacing my sister? 3 people. I mean, there's more down the road, my aunts and my cousins and every other thing. But those 3 people, what did they get? By making me disappear and replacing me with John, by killing my mother and putting a body double with my mother and my sister. What did they get? Do you guys know how much $1 billion is? What can you do with $1 billion? How many murderers can you buy with $1 billion? How much can you buy? You could buy towns, cities with billions of dollars. Well, that's what they stole. My father was a billionaire. So what they did by those 3 replacements was they stole the Kennedy billions. Not only did they take the power, they stole the billions, okay? Well, what did the Secret Service have my mother do? They had my mother marry a gangster, Aristotle Onassis, a Greek billionaire, an oil man. Yeah. You don't think he was mafia? Hello? Aristotle Onassis, billionaire. And I don't know the whole story. All I know is Hollywood kids axed him up in our side yard. Now, was it the real one? Was it the fake one? I don't know, because the people in charge are called our Secret Service. Hello? They get away with axing people up. They get away with stealing everything you have. Our Secret Service can steal your life, steal your home, your car, your life, and your bank accounts. That's what happened to me. That's what happened to the Kennedy fortunes. That's the Kennedy files right there. Why won't Donald Trump release the real files? Because he's part of the crime ring that did it. All the presidents, past presidents, work for our Secret Service that have this power to make people unalive. Now, why haven't they come and alive me? Well, maybe because there's good and they're bad. And maybe because they got body parts sent to them the last time they tried and the time before that. I don't know. That's out of my scope. It really is. But I know there's been many attempts on my life. And I thank God for the ones that got. I thank God for the ones. I thank God for the ones that did not happen. I really do. But there's a few that got through the lines. And I've been poisoned. It sucks being poisoned. It sucks being drugged. I've been drugged so bad. I'm sitting there going, beep, 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 beep. I've been tortured so bad. I was like a little kid going, I don't even know who the fuck I am. I have no idea. Yeah. MK Ultra, CIA, mind control. It's a weapon of war. They are using it against us. Yeah. Well, thank you, Cinna. And Brenda Scott, bless your heart. I don't even know what account you're on now. I know you keep going, keep making many accounts to share my story and my truth. You know, I got 66 viewers on my YouTube right now, and I got 89 on Facebook. People, I am the real. I'll swear on a stack of Bibles, I am the real John Kennedy Jr. I will give anybody willing to do my DNA, but our government will not release it, because once my DNA was released, they're going to say, you're John Kennedy Jr., we're fucked. Everything you're saying is true about us. We are a crime ring. So what it comes down to is I'm exposing the crime ring. They're not going to help me. They're not going to, with their paid media, help me get the millions of views, because they'll all be kicking rocks, probably on the way to prison for all of everything that they've done. You know, I was talking about Hitler. You know, you watch the old movies when the Americans are coming and they're burning all the documents and all the bullshit. That's what our government would be doing, is burning all the evidence of how fucked up they really are. All the files, the real files they won't release. Yeah, but I'm releasing them. I'm releasing them. Yeah, what they did to me. They killed my mother, my sister, my father for the whole world to see, my uncle for the whole world to see. What about my aunts, uncles that you don't know about, and my cousins you don't know about, to take power over the Kennedy family so they can steal the billions? Like I said, you know what you can do with $1 billion? Well, that's what they were after. And with that money, they got the power. They can put the Trumps and the Reagans and the Bushes and the Obamas and the Clintons all in power. And they can do anything they want to do. Yeah. It's a big power crime ring, people. It's time to wake up. It's time to quit supporting. It really is. You know, it makes me sad. I don't even watch the news and it still fucking pops out at me. And it's all because our government is playing you. It's all because of them in the first place. It really is. Everything they're doing, they're trying to make a police state. Yeah, where we take away our freedoms. I want our freedoms back. I want this country to be run by we, the people. The poorer, the better. Yeah, the poorer, the better. Let's get rid of all these millionaires. And I was looking at, they're all millionaires telling all us poor people how to live. It's crazy. Anyway, people, I had been working on. I was up when the sun was coming up, digging holes, making a fence, so Bubba doesn't have to shit right in the front yard, where I have to clean it up and wash it every morning so the flies don't come in the front door. So anyway, yeah, I'm digging holes. I'm building the fence to, because he's a jumper. There's a little chain link fence out there that's, some places it's only 3 foot tall, so he just jumps right over it, runs down the street and every other thing. So we're building a nice little privacy fence, because I don't like walking out the door without privacy in the first place, thinking somebody's going to fucking snipe me from down the road. Yeah, I really don't. Post-traumatic stress disorder, got that handled though. Yeah, I've had the 1,000-yard stare my whole freaking life. Anyway, I want to thank all you lions. I want to thank everybody on Facebook. Please, if you're on Facebook, you see this, make a video, make a reel. Share the quietjourney.tv in that reel. Let's get justice for not only for me, but for everyone else. Like that woman that was on here saying she was a victim, that she was probably one of those milk carton picture babies as a child, kidnapped and replaced. Children are the world's most valuable resource. My father said that, people. If you can read that. Children are the world's most valuable resource and the best hope for the future. John F. Kennedy. That's a quote from my father. I've heard that before. I believe that. So what's that tell you about all these crime rings and all these people? And I've lived it, people. I know how these organizations get these children to build them up to make armies for themselves so they can do the deeds for them in the future. It's called the cabal. And it's real. It's huge. What I've seen them do, what they've done to me. It's all about the children. Let's help the children. Let's do it for the future. I'm not going to be around forever, but the kids will be. So let's think of the kids. Let's get rid of this scumbag government. Your kids ain't going to have a future with this scumbag government, the cabal running things, criminals running things. You know, they're criminals. Look at the pictures. Look at a picture will tell you 1,000 words. 1,000. Don't be blind to it. It's a movie. Don't be blind to all this bullshit that's really going on. Wake up. I wish I could just go like this and all these people would wake up to the movie, what's really, really going on, how they are controlled each and every day by these people in our government. Anyway, love you all, Alliance. Thank you again for sharing, for helping me. I can't do this myself. I'm relying on everybody to make a video, to share it, and we can make this world a better place. That's what it's all about. John Kennedy Jr. Healing Center, office, home base. I'm still manifesting for that. I really, really am. I was thinking today, I wonder how much it would be to rent a building. And then I was thinking maybe I could get a few donations from people that would say, hey, I want to help with this church, with this healing center, with this home office to get the truth out. I really want it done. I don't make enough money to rent a place myself. I don't. I really don't. But anyway, I was thinking about it. But God bless you all. Thank you for joining me on Facebook. All you lovely lions, you new subscribers, followers. And I don't even like calling them followers because I was taught people walk by your side, not behind you, not in front of you, but by your side. So I see Elizabeth. Hello, sister. Hello, Mojo. Valerie, Julie, Con. Yeah, you all are wonderful. And I got everybody over here on YouTube. Please share. Please follow. We can get this. We can get justice for all the injustice. Justice for me. It's justice for all. God bless you all. Thank you for spending some time and watching my ugly mug on here, running my mouth. I love you all. I really, really do. I think about you guys all day and what you do. I've been sharing videos on Facebook all day long because there's so many wonderful people making videos, sharing my story, and I get really busy. So if you don't see me on there, telling you thank you for your wonderful video, liking your videos, because I'm out digging a hole. It's because I'm out putting a fence post in and all that. I love you guys. I really do. Peace out, people. Thank you with all my heart and soul. Thank you. God bless. Thank you, YouTube. Love y'all. Peace out.